When I say longtime friend, I mean decades worth of family friends. Jimmy Garrity, the head coach at Wofford. So great to have you on the SoCon preview show, Jimmy. It feels kind of funny interviewing you, like we've known each other for so long. Thanks for being with us, though.
Yeah, absolutely, Debbie, and it's been a real pleasure and treat to watch you and your profession grow. You've just been fantastic. Jenny and I talk about you all the time, saying you are the busiest person and have the busiest schedule in the world. But thank you, and I really appreciate your friendship, your family's friendship too. So we go back a long ways.
Yeah, we should let everyone know fully transparency here that we are longtime family friends. Our families are connected through many years in Cary, North Carolina, and it's so I can say the same thing about you, Jimmy. I'm proud of everything that you've done. 6 consecutive winning seasons, and this is a special year. You've got some good talent. You're going to have some expectation. How are you managing all of it?
Well, we feel really good. We're finally healthy. We know the 3 injuries that we had last year really took a toll on us, and it was tough. And we had a young team as well too. And for those 3 that were injured, for them to be able to sit on the sideline and watch and grow their IQ, I think is just going to pay dividends for us this year. I think we're pretty talented. We're pretty deep. Our young players are good, and of course, led by senior Rachael Rose and senior Helen Matthews. So we feel like we have the right pieces. And practices, I can tell you, Debbie, they're competitive. And I tell my assistant coaches each time, we got like a 3-hour practice schedule. And after about 2 hours, I'm like, guys, we got to stop, man. They are getting after it. And, as a coach, you just love it. And they're great teammates to each other, too.
I love it. And I know how infectious your attitude is about the game. I know how much you love playing the game and coaching the game. I want to go back to the injuries because, you were right at the precipice of winning the 23 championship, and then you have your group coming back and then the injuries. And there was some adversity that you had to face. Usually that sharpens a coach and makes them look at the game a little bit differently. How did you approach that with this year's team, knowing what you learned last year?
And last year, we took some steps back, and we kept saying at the end of the day, hey, let's keep the main thing. And that's what we did all season long. No one's feeling sorry for us. Injuries happen. And, as long as we play extremely hard and be extremely competitive, share the basketball, and then be fantastic teammates to each other, things will fall into place. And so I think we've grown from that. And those 3 that were injured and now they're back, they are hungry. They're really, really hungry. And I think their teammates watched them sit out and they led from the sideline, and just the things that they bring to everyday life and everyday practice had just been tremendous. And our young kids, they're talented now, and they're learning from the veterans. And I think when you have a senior, especially like Rachael Rose and all the accolades that she has received, she is competitive as anybody I've ever coached. And she plays to win every drill, every single day. And I think she is infectious and contagious, and all that energy flows to her teammates.
Jimmy, let's just call it what it is. Like you said, you do have Rachael Rose. She has been the last couple of years a top player in your league. And this is a climate in college basketball now where people like Rachael get plucked out to go to other places. There's a loyalty factor. There's a culture factor there. Tell me what it is about Rachael through your eyes that makes her such an incredible competitor and such a loyal competitor and want to be a Wofford Terrier.
Hey, it starts with the parents. Her family is fantastic. And, she was raised with character and integrity. Loyalty is a big part of their family. And you know what? She loves her teammates. She loves going to Wofford. When we recruited her, we beat out a lot of good schools to get her. I think just the culture that we have created, and at the end of the day, the players got to uphold it. And she wants to be surrounded by those type of people. She's loved, and she's coached. Now she's coached hard, and she likes that. She can't get enough of that. And she is a gym rat. All she wants to do is be in the gym, and be great teammates and be a leader for this team. And at the end of the day, Wofford's an unbelievable college institution. We've got one of the nicest facilities in the country. Forget about the size, for its size, it's pretty tough to beat. And at the end of the day, I think she loves being coached by this coaching staff and loves her teammates.
Jimmy, everything that you used as a descriptor about Rachael Rose, I would say that's exactly who you were growing up. Everything from family through your competitive nature, being the youngest kid with a bunch of siblings, the challenges that come with survival of the fittest when you're in a household full of competitors. That is really a unique thing. A lot of people say the point guard's an extension of the coach. This would definitely be the truth when you're talking about Rachael and your relationship. How has it grown over the years since you say she likes to be coached hard?
She does like to be coached hard, and we have a fantastic relationship. I can coach her, really different than I can coach others. I can say anything to her, good or bad. And she always, at the end of the day, and it goes, Debbie, it goes back to parenting. Like, it goes back to, that's where it all starts. And she just, she's fantastic, and wants to be the best. She wants to be the best. And she, there's a lot of players out there. When you recruit, you ask them coach, I love basketball. Hey, do you really love it? Are you getting in the gym off hours? Does it really bother you more to lose than to win? And all those things are true for Rachael. And she wants to be good, and she wants to be coached. And all of I'll tell you what, my assistant coaches are fantastic. And at the end of the day, we're human beings first, and they know, our team knows that they're taken care of and know they're loved. And when you develop that over years, then you can coach them through the good times and the bad times. It's not always going to be great, but at the end of the day, they know where you're coming from, and know that it's coming from a caring place.
Jimmy, you and your program have been in the top half of the SoCon, so you're accustomed to having a target on your back at times. But this year, you might have the ultimate target preseason. What in your summer preparation, knowing that you had this incredible group coming back, has helped you get ready, knowing in practice, validating what you're doing, how you're thinking about what's coming down the road, what conceptually you need to be really good at to be able to play at the highest level, and then ultimately preparing your team for postseason? Because most people don't think about in the summer postseason that coaches are spending time thinking about it, but I know you are.
Yeah, we've embraced it. We've embraced that role, our players have taken upon themselves to, well, what are the things that we can do better as a team, individually and as a team, to ensure that we make it to that championship game and win that championship game. I mean, that's where our league is. You got to be tournament champs right now to go. And so we understand that. And I'll give Helen and Rachael a lot of credit. When the season was over, 2-3 days after they took off, they came to my office, they sat down and they said, Coach, we need to be better on defense. We got to rebound the ball better. We got to be able to keep people in front, keep people out of the paint. And that came from them. That's what we want this summer to look like. So our summer, me and you, I love offense. I know you love offense.
I know you didn't have practice without a ball.
We did not have practice without a ball. I'm not that crazy. So, but that's where this program is. And I've told, and we've got better each year. If it's coach led the entire time, hey, we're talented enough to be good. But when you have a player led program, that's when special things can happen. And I feel like that's where we're at. And Helen and Rachael get all that credit. And so this summer, the new ones that came in, I'm going to tell you what, man, we practiced shell. We did shell, individual, one-on-one, keeping people in front, tunnel drill. And, I know by that third week of summer school, they're like, Coach, man, can we get some shots up? But it is paid off right now. I think that's why our practices these first 3 weeks are that we don't go over 2 hours. Like, guys, we can't go over 2 hours. I'm scared somebody's going to get hurt. And I feel really, really good. And I feel really confident about this group.
Jimmy, I know you're ready. I know your team is ready. And I can tell by Rachael and Helen that they're ready to be great leaders on this incredible stage that you're putting them on. Thank you for helping us preview Wofford and your great program. And we look forward to seeing you during the course of the season. Jimmy Garrity, the head coach at Wofford.
Thanks so much, Debbie.
Welcome to the preview show. Helen Matthews and Rachael Rose, the back-to-back SoCon Player of the Year. Ladies, so great to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Good to be here.
Listen, both of you have had some adversity and have had some incredible success. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Sure, we can go for the adversity first.
Yeah, so last year losing a teammate who I was so close with, specifically on the court, and Helen was really tough. And then, at a time we had three freshmen starting with me, so I really had to grow as a leader in a leadership position. So it was tough, but I thought we handled ourselves well. We didn't finish the season the way my goal was, but we've grown a lot since then, and I can see a lot of success in the future. And you know what, I know what it takes to lose now, so let's win now.
Well, Helen, you're coming off an injury, and that required an awful lot for you to get back. Let's talk about the success of overcoming your injury and what you're looking forward to this year.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a lot like a hit, losing the 2023 championship and then getting hit with the injury. But I think, honestly, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise. I got to sit on the sidelines and grow a lot of myself, my leadership, my IQ for the game. And I got to watch our other injured girls grow beside me. So then I think, honestly, it set us up to have such a great year this year. I think we're super competitive. Everyone wants to win. We trust each other. We believe in each other. And so I think, I'm just really excited to see how this season goes.
Helen, you have the luxury of this year playing next to Rachael, who has 22 points a game last year. She's on the top of the top target on everybody's scouting report. What is it uniquely special about her game and that makes her such a great teammate?
I think she's just so smart. She sees the court so well. She makes it easy for us. She sets us up to have great shots. But then also within that, she believes in us a lot. She tells us all the time. So she's going to tell us to keep shooting. She's going to tell us exactly what we need to do, where we need to be, and it just gets the team rolling. And I think last off, she just loves to win, and that really trickles down through everyone in the team.
Rachael, not everyone naturally comes by the competitive edge that you bring in every drill, every practice, every game. Where does that come from?
Yeah, I think it starts growing up in my family. I have 4 siblings who I've competed with ever since I can remember. So just growing up wanting to be the best and having parents who support me in that way. And then getting to a team and at a school like Wofford where I'm being set up for success here. And so my way of giving back is, fighting for this school, fighting for my teammates, trying to win everything that way. Because if I'm trying to be the best, they're going to just amp up their level of energy.
You are responsible for a rising tide yourself because you can do that. You have the power to do that because you work so hard, and it's infectious what you do. If you listen to Jimmy Garrity describe your relationship with you, Rachael, and your skill set, it's almost a mirror image of who Jimmy was as a player and a young player himself. When you think about your relationship with Coach Garrity, what are some of the principal things that make you want to play harder and be a better person or being around him and in his program?
Yeah, just the trust that he has in me to control the game and control our team on the court. You know, he doesn't call much during the games because he trusts me to make the right call, and we talk about it and we watch film together through that. And just off the court, like he's my academic coach as well, so he gets on me for school, and I could see that he wants me to be the best as well in school and in basketball. So, you know, this is his livelihood. This is his dream of being a coach and winning championships, and it's our dreams align, our goals align. So fighting for myself, fighting for my teammates, and fighting for him, it's really easy.
It's a pretty selfless group. I mean, Helen, I'm listening to Rachael and knowing all the accolades that she's received, and you've received some as well, that this is a group that's very well connected, and it's game above self. How does that manifest itself on the court when you're playing?
Yeah, it just goes down to we all believe, like we all just want to win in the end, and we all want to do whatever we can to win. And we all have our individual roles, our individual things that we're great at. And we know if we do that, we're going to get the win. And when it comes to individual awards, you know, those might come, but they're a result of us doing all the little things, everything we need to do, and ultimately achieving our main goal, which is winning.
Helen, while you were on the sideline last year, you said you helped raise your IQ, and I'm sure film and scouting reports and maybe suggestions or diving in a little deeper on certain actions, you were probably able to, contribute in other ways that maybe you didn't think you could contribute. What do you think you learned the most that's raised your IQ so much?
Well, I think I've always been kind of a defensive-minded player, and so that was great being really able to go in depth and focus in on the scout a little more, all the intricacies in that. Then also, I think I had time to sit back and watch the offensive game, specifically watching Rachael, listening to Rachael, and then like rewatching the games, watching film. And so I think that's grown a lot, which I'm really excited to bring back on the court and see how I can help the team out.
Rachael, this is a one bid league, and there can be some pressure that comes with that. It can be heavy some days for you. Other days it can look like incredible opportunity because you've worked so hard. What's your attitude and your mindset around all of that as you gear up for this year?
Yeah, what's great about this team is that we all have one common goal. Before and after every single practice, when we bring it in, we make sure we say tournament champions on 3. And because we're all fighting for the same goal. I've never really cared about the personal accolades, and while I'm honored to receive them, that's not my goal. It's not our team goal. And so if I can keep my mind on winning this tournament championship, winning the regular season, I think that's going to have me work harder. I'm hungry for it. Our team is ready. We're prepared, and we're working hard every single day.
Rachael, how do you prepare yourself to play 36 minutes a game at a high level?
Yeah, conditioning is huge, making sure specifically in the summer, I conditioned really hard. And right now, just playing, getting up and down is the easiest way for me to stay in basketball shape. So in practice, we're doing a really good job of getting up and down, and our coaches are on us that way. And then just mentally making sure I'm ready to, Helen's a great defender. She's our best team defender. So having her guard me in practice makes me that much better. Guarding me full court gets me in much better shape.
Well, I can't tell you how excited we are to watch you guys this year, and we wish you well. And this could be a really special year for Wofford basketball. And we're looking forward to watching your success. And thank you both for being with us on the SoCon preview show.
Thank
you very much.